How is the labor market developing in Sweden?
Well, the labor market has surprised us on the upside, really, and we can see that increasing the demand for labor is increasing. So really, it's a good recovery on the labor market.
Mm-hmm. What is the risk of keeping interest rates too low for too long? Is there a risk that this will lead to a search for yield?
Of course it is. If you have an extended period with very low interest rate, of course you can have a search for yield, and that's what we saw also earlier on. So that's something we must take notice of. And let me also say that then we have some more long-term effects on the allocation of resources. It's hard to say, but I am sure that if you have a very long period of low interest, you can have negative effects on resource allocation and on growth.
Mm-hmm. What is your view on household credit growth?
As you know, household credit growth household borrowing has grown far more than increase in income. And of course, in the long run, that is not sustainable. So we think that what we have done now, starting to hike interest rates, and we also have this loan-to-value ratio, will mean that the household's borrowing will be calm down a bit, and that would be good. I don't say that we have a big threat now, but I am looking some years ahead when we have other situation in our economy.
Of course. How do you see the European economy developing now? Are you seeing encouraging signals?
Yes, as a matter of fact, if you to the minutes in December, I recognized that I was also saying that countries not being directly affected by this debt crisis, for instance Germany, I can see many bright spots there. And it's not only that export is growing, which was the case a year ago, but now you can see that domestic demand, for instance, consumption, household consumption, and investments are growing. So I think that we have a crisis in certain countries, and it's very much talk about crisis, but there seems to be some kind of underlying force in, for instance, Germany, which is a very big and important country in this region.